Creating bill of materials and work orders. In this video, we will create an item that has a bill of materials, and then we'll create a work order using that item. A bill of materials, or BoM, is a more advanced version of an assembly in QuickBooks. It is like a recipe. You indicate the steps it takes to complete the recipe and which components and their quantities are needed to go into the production of each step to make the finished good. You set up the BoMs once and use them over and over on work orders. A work order is the actual job you implement to create the finished good. You can always change the components on a work order without affecting the original BoM. One component can go on multiple bills of materials, and you can indicate special instructions. Change the description of each component of a BoM without affecting the item's original description. You can have an unlimited number of components. In addition, you can have sub-assemblies nested in an item. So, an item with a bill of materials can be a component in another item's bill of materials, which can be a component in another bill of materials, etc. All done with full cost roll-up. You can add non-inventory and service items in BoMs. This is a great way to cost and track processes such as machining, labor, and overhead. All Orders can help you with costing and pricing decisions. All Orders calculates markup and margin using the purchase cost. Additionally, you can view costs for parts only, non-parts only, or both. To create a bill of materials, you must have at least one step. You can find the steps under the Profile list, then Steps. You would use steps on the bill of materials to track multiple operations, stages or level of operations, and routing, particularly if one of the operations doesn't occur at your location. Use the steps in the Profile list to add a new step. The field in yellow is a mandatory entry field. Enter a unique name for your step and its location where the step will occur. Examples of steps can be allocating, assembling, painting, cutting, finishing, quality control, etc. Every step that you expect to track. Press Save, and your step has been added. To create a new bill of material, we will have to create a new item. Click on New Item and assign a group. Choose Assembly Group, and the Bill of Materials tab will appear. Again, the yellow fields must be entered, so we'll enter a name of the item, and we can enter any other important information in the description, purchasing tab, related items, and customer tabs, etc. Right now, we're going to focus on the Bill of Materials. To add the components of the BoM, click on Edit Bill of Materials. The first thing we will do is add a step. This is where we add the step that we previously created in Profile lists. For informational use only, you can change the time it takes to complete that step. Under Components, use the drop-down button on each line to select the items that will be listed in each step. The components can also be imported in through Excel as well. Now, let's add some instructions that will be copied onto the work order every time the BoM is used. Once the editor screen is complete, save and close. Then save the new item. To print the bill of materials, select the template in the Print drop-down list and press Print. This item can now be used on a work order. Open a new work order, enter the new item, tab over and select the quantity ordered. The steps for the item will automatically populate. On the far right, notice your work order is in waiting status. This is where you need to allocate your components. There are several ways to do that. You can manually type in the allocated amounts. If you have bins, lots, or serial numbers, click on Details and manually select the bin, lot, or serial number, or use barcode scanning to select your components. Another way is to have the system automatically assign the next available components. Go to Activities. If Pick All is selected, then all the steps and its components will automatically be allocated. Choose Pick Selected, and you choose which step will be auto-allocated. Now that you're ready to begin production, click on Details and change the status to In Production. You can also keep track of the time it takes to produce each step. In your work order, you can include multiple steps and components. When your first step is complete, click on Details, then change the status to Finished. Repeat each step in the work order. When all the steps are finished, click Record. This will record an internal bill in QuickBooks that will take all of the inventory components out of inventory and put the finished goods into inventory. Print your work order report.